Thank you. Thank you. And you can all be seated again. I'm going to hand you over to Pat Garland, who is going to address the haggis.
Just to say, if you're a real Burns, if I say an arrow, I'm only doing 4 verses, I couldn't do the whole lot. Fair fire, honest sonsy face, great chieftain o' the puddin' race, a ben them a ye tak your place, pinch, tripe for thern, weel and you worthy o' a grace, as lang's my earn. The groaning trencher there ye fill, your hurdies like a distant hill, your pin would serve to mend a mill in time o' need, while through your pores the dews distil, like amber bead. This knife, see rustic labour dicht, and cut ye up wi' ready slight, trenching your gushing entrails bright like ony ditch. And then, oh, what a glorious sight! Warm, reeking, rich. Ye powers wha mak mankind your care, and dish them up their bill o' fare. Auld Scotland wants nae skinking ware that joups in luggies. But if you wish her grateful prayer, gie her a haggis.
Fantastic. I've been looking around the room and lassies. Yeah, well, I know that Robbie, you like the lassies, but I always thought lassies were like, well, I thought lassies were like, well, other lassies you seem to know seem to have bairns. So in my mind, a lassie was of that kind of an age where they can have a bairn. But looking around here, that ship sailed a long time. I'm just saying. But I know that Robbie, he comes from a farming family. And he liked to sow his wild oats, but I don't think he had much crop failure from what I can understand. He seemed to have loads of bairns going away. But every time he had a bairn, he always wrote a wee verse for that bairn. I don't know if you know that. Maybe you don't know that. Maybe I'm just making that up. But he did write a wee verse, and what it comes to mind is, sick a bonny face, wi' een, sae sparkly and new. In his brown, and the other is blue. That's terrible, isn't it? I'm not in the pony competition, by the way. Just thought I'd get that out of there. But I don't understand, see lassies, I can't even understand, because he was a bit of a philanderer, and he was only going about with the other lassies, but somehow or another, he seemed to love him. He liked him a lot. I was talking to a neighbour of mine, and she's 95. And I said, I'm going to do this toast to the lassies at a Burns thing. She says, what? Is that Robbie Burns? He was a navvy man. She says, are they young lassies and are they bairns on the way? Christ, I wish I'd ken them. But, well, you know, The lassies mind. The laddies will back me up. Can't even go there. I shouldn't say anything. Didn't dig a hole any bigger. Well, if you get invited out, what's the first thing she says? I've not aware. And you think, wait a minute, a wardrobe for your place. There might be something in there. No, enough of that. You can't hear that. So I can't get my head around this. I can't understand all that. And I've got a farmer friend of mine. They've been married for 50 years. And his wife says to him last week, she says, I think I'm needing a new outfit. Well, he nearly had a heart attack. She says, what, a new outfit? She says, aye. She says, what's wrong with it you've got? She says, well, it's okay, but the veil keeps catching on the back. so what I can't understand is, I mean, you lassies are the slow coming forward. What I can't understand is they've been married 50 years. So they've got the one outfit. How the hell do you know tell them to fix a barn door? Maybe just do buy sandpaper and put the corn anywhere. Don't understand all that stuff. Like. And then of course, there's the wife gives her man to a test for his birthday. So he puts a tie on. And she looks at the tie and she looks at him. What's wrong with it? Do you not like that? Have I got to tie that back? Now at that point, us laddies should just walk away and say nothing. But no, we feel we have to explain the situation. I can only put on one at a time, darling. And then comes the killer punch. Well, how do you know put the other one on first? we just can't handle all this stuff. But I tell you, I suppose I'm going on a bit, but I can't do it without you. You look after us and you help us out a lot. I know, for instance, I never buy any clothes. I can't buy clothes. The wife, when she was working in the town, she would go into markets and buy a shirt for me and come home with a shirt or a pair of shoes. It was great, I didn't need to go any place. But now, it's not so easy because she's not in the town so much, so it's all the clothes I've got. But there was a time, a few years ago, when I was passing the charity shop. Oh God, no, it's just me. I was passing this charity shop and I seen this jacket hanging on the seconds rail. I thought, oh, I'm going to have a look at that. So I went in, got the jacket, and the man just wangled the price down to 7 and 6. So I took it to him and tried it on for her. I says, what do you think of this jacket then? She says, throw it in the bin. That's what he's talking about. He said, it cost me 7 and 6 for this. Throw it in the bin. What's wrong with it? She says, well, that sleeve is 3 inches shorter than the other twat. Well, you go slow down. You were definitely slow down. Ah, you're not so bad. I must say, the lassies are all fine. The world would be with you again. Anyway, you're not that bad. Even when you fuss, you can try your best just for us. Robbie had it right. There isn't any doubt. The love of lassies we couldn't do without. And it shows in the youth here, because there's so much organisation, so many classes. I presume most of the classes are run by lassies. And if there's any tea at any of these classes, you'll be guaranteed as the lassies is dishing it up. The committee, who quite a lot of them are lassies, and they take a lot of the organisations. We've got Pat here who organises trips on Broad and goodness knows all where. It's all lassies that do all these kind of things. There's a big event today, Irene, Ruth, great organisation for that. So it's all lassies stuff. So what I'm doing is, I knew I toast them in and out, the tall, the plump, the thin and smart. The fashions change as each year passes, but thanks they didn't change the lasses. As we go through the passing years, we low them still with bonny ears. So laddies, can you please be upstanding? She lied. I know it sounds definitely looks like ladies, but it's laddies. Raise your glasses for a toast to the lassies. The lassies.
Guests, I've been told to have about 5 minutes to speak. But ladies, we know that 5 minutes for women is different than 5 minutes for men. Thank you, Pat, for your kind words, and it's my great pleasure to reply to you on behalf of the women here today. I read Saga magazine because I'm now that age. One of their contributors is a journalist called Hunter Davis, who is 87, single and looking for love. He's currently not enjoying the success the Bard had with the fairer sex. So is there anything that Hunter Davis can learn from Rabbi Burns? So I think it might give interest to you if you know what Hunter Davis' essential criteria is for the woman of his dreams. Hunter is hunting for a single woman aged 65 to 75. She must have her own house, her own career or money, her own family, her own interests, her own teeth. A car would be handy as he doesn't drive. He's not keen on living with someone, just meet a few nights every week. Go to exciting places, such as 5-star Caribbean hotels. So I ran this past a few women I know, and they thought that this was a most acceptable list, but they would add separate bathrooms and someone who takes a pride in their appearance. As my mother would say, someone that makes the best of themselves. And then I thought, what would the men I know add to this list? So I came up with no nagging, and a quiet life and peace to think big thoughts. Women, by comparison, are much easier to please. We want to be told that we're beautiful and to be offered a cup of tea. So it's that easy and it's that hard. Coincidentally, 90s siren Sunita, age 59, is also looking for love. She's a bit young for Hunter, but she's looking for a man that's kind, romantic, a gentleman, and someone with a bit of life experience. Someone who knows who Stevie Wonder is. So if we consider Hunter Davis' list and Sunita's requirements and compare them to Burns, what would that look like? Burns was well known for having an eye for the ladies. I'm not sure what specifically he looked for in a woman, as he appeared to love everything about women. Burns was interested in women, and he found women interesting. For a start, Burns took courting seriously. When Burns was 15, he wrote his first song to impress a girl called Nellie. Oh, once I allowed a bonny lass, aye, and I love her still. And whilst that virtue warms my breast, I'll love my handsome Nellie. 3 years later, Burns took dance lessons to impress the women. Well, I can tell you that would impress me. One thing not mentioned by Sunita and Hunter, but definitely on Burns' list, was he liked an obedient partner. And if women didn't like this, they looked elsewhere. Which he did on at least 3 occasions as he fathered 12 children to 4 different women. Equally, Burns didn't like restraints of any kind, and he didn't like being told what to do, so no nagging then. This may explain his reluctance to settle with one woman. Burns had his own house, and we're all grateful it's still there for us to see. Hunter Davis and Sunita are both looking for companionship. Equally, Burns loved company, and he didn't like to be on his own. Burns had his own career, but in his lifetime it wasn't lucrative. He worked hard and he took a variety of jobs to support his family. At the time of Burns' death, it's recorded he left £1, which equates to £144.68 in today's money. So women weren't attracted to his wealth. Burns was not materialistic, but he did seek contentment, a virtue very much underestimated and often mistaken for happiness. He was filled with curiosity, and he had plenty of interests: poetry, nature, women, drink figure highly. Not a man of moderation. He was influential. He was interested in current affairs, and his work reflects the social history of his lifetime. His work has influenced many leaders, including J.F. Kennedy, Martin Luther King, Abraham Lincoln. He used small objects to express big ideas. The obvious example being his poem, To a Mouse. Burns had a great mind and a lust for life which is attractive to women. Certainly, Burns was more admiring of his wife, Jean Armour's mind than her looks. Hunter Davis or Sunita don't mention physical attractiveness as being essential in a prospective suitor. Hunter would like a lady with her own teeth. I think we would all agree that beautiful teeth are attractive, but not everyone that has their own teeth has attractive teeth. In Burns' poem Willie Wassell, he describes Willie Wassell's wife. She has an ee, she has but ane. The cat is twa the very colour. 5 rusty teeth for by a stump, a clapper tongue with Diva Miller. A whisking beard about her moo, her nose and chin they threaten ever. Sick a wife as Willie had a when they gie a button for her. So obviously it was hard to get a dentist in the 1700s too. I'm not sure how physically attractive Burns was, as it's reported that he had an extraordinarily large head, a characteristic associated with high intelligence. If proof was needed, Einstein's head was 15% larger than the average head. I wouldn't imagine Burns had the money to pay for holidays, let alone 5-star holidays, but I'm sure no one deserved one more than his wife, Jean Armour. So, Burns doesn't come across as being handsome or striking. He wasn't rich. He wasn't faithful. He doesn't sound like a good catch. I'm not sure if he suited to Sunita, but he was clever, romantic, unpredictable, and above all, interesting. Attractiveness seems to be bound up in living life to the full. Gentlemen, there is no characteristic that's more attractive to the lassies. So ladies, please stand and join me and a toast to the gentleman. The gentleman. To the gentleman.
The Selkirk Grace. Some hae meat and canna eat, and some wad eat that want it. We hae meat and we can eat, and say the Lord we thank it.